Imagine growing up in a family that doesn't believe in doctors, schools, or the government, where a junkyard is your playground and the end of the world feels closer than your next birthday. This is the childhood of Tara Westover, author of the 2018 memoir, Educated, which spent over 100 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list and has now sold more than 8 million copies worldwide. Today, I'm giving you the complete story. How Tara went from never stepping inside a classroom until age 17 to earning a PhD from Cambridge University. This is not a recap of every chapter. It's the real psychological journey, the biggest lessons, and why this book hits so many people so hard. Part 1. Life on Bucks Peak. Tara was born in 1986 in rural Idaho to strict Mormon survivalist parents. Her father, Gene, pseudonym in the book, believed the government was evil, public schools were socialist brainwashing, and hospitals were tools of Satan. Birth certificates? Optional. Seatbelts? Never. The family ran a dangerous junkyard with no safety gear. Kids operated heavy machinery, welded without masks, and suffered horrific accidents. One brother had his face literally melted in an explosion. Another fell 20 feet onto rebar and walked away only because God protected him. Tara's mother was a self-taught midwife and herbalist who treated devastating injuries with essential oils, while the kids screamed in pain. School was forbidden. Tara's only education came from reading old textbooks and the Bible in a house full of guns and canned peaches for the apocalypse. This wasn't just strict parenting, it was a complete rejection of the modern world. Part 2. The First Cracks. The turning point came from two places. 1. An older brother named Tyler who escaped to college and told Tara, "You're smart, you could do this too." 2. Music. Tara taught herself to sing and joined a local theater group, her first glimpse of life outside the mountain. At 16, she decided to try the unthinkable. Take the ACT with zero formal schooling. She studied algebra from a borrowed textbook in secret, scored high enough for Brigham Young University, and left home with one suitcase and $300. Her father called her decision the ultimate betrayal. Part 3. The cost of education college was culture shock on steroids. Tara didn't know what the Holocaust was, she raised her hand in class and asked. She'd never heard of racism, feminism, or the civil rights movement. But she studied like her life depended on it, because in many ways it did. Meanwhile, back home, abuse escalated. One brother, Sean, became violently abusive toward Tara and other siblings, slamming her head into walls, calling her vile names. The family's response? Sean is just passionate, and Tara needs to repent. This created the central conflict of the book. The more Tara learned about history, psychology, and philosophy, the clearer it became that her family's version of reality was deeply distorted. Part 4. Choosing Between Two Worlds. Tara earned a Gates-Cambridge scholarship and studied at one of the best universities in the world. She met world-class historians, wrote papers that got published, and stood in the same halls as Isaac Newton. But every holiday she went home, she was pulled back into the old narrative. You think you're better than us now. If you don't support the family, you're going to hell. She developed severe anxiety, panic attacks, and shame. At one point, she almost dropped out of Cambridge to return to the junkyard. The turning point was therapy, something her family called demonic, and finally admitting, what happened to me was abuse. In the end, she made the hardest choice any memoirist in this genre faces. She chose truth over family loyalty and published the book under her real name. Part 5. The 7 Biggest Lessons from Educated 1. Education is more than facts. It's the ability to question the stories you were told as a child. 2. Family loyalty can be the most dangerous form of manipulation. 3. You can love people and still walk away when they refuse to stop hurting you. 4. Self-education is powerful, but it's lonely and slow. Tara proves it's possible even starting at 17. 5. Religious extremism plus untreated mental illness is a devastating combination. 6. Forgiveness is not the same as reconciliation. Tara forgives in her own way but keeps strong boundaries. 7. Your past explains you, but it doesn't have to define you. Tara Westover is now in her late 30s, lives in England, and some siblings still don't speak to her. Her parents have publicly called the book lies and even hired a lawyer. But millions of readers know the truth. Educated isn't just a survival story. It's proof that no matter how isolated or controlled your childhood was, you can still build a mind of your own. If this video helped you, drop a like and tell me in the comments. Which lesson hit you the hardest? Thanks for watching.